What's going on, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here, and today I am bringing you a special video, a tribute, and some storytelling, because today, March 31st, 2017, marks the, if I did my math right, God willing, the 22nd anniversary of Selena's death. Now, many people may not know who Selena is. Some people, obviously, if you probably clicked on this video, you know who Selena is. Of course, she was a Tejano singer back in the early 90s. And she grew up in my city, man. This is where I was born and raised, Corpus Christi, Texas. A lot of people knew that I was from Texas, but they didn't know exactly where from. Corpus Christi, Texas. And you know, it's a beautiful city at a time, and then sometimes it's like, you know, this city, I want to get away from this city, but at the end of the day, man, there's a lot of stuff here. We have Eva Longoria from here, and even Lou Diamond Phillips went to school in Flower Bluff, and which is right out of Corpus Christi, still in the same kind of limits there. But anyway, I have a lot to show you. I have an autograph of Selena to show you that is from my grandma. It's my grandma's autograph that Selena autographed for her. I have a Selena doll, a limited edition. I have a bunch of newspaper clippings from the weeks of Selena when she passed away. A lot of storytelling, so get ready to sit down, relax, put your headphones on or leave them on, or if you're watching this on your TV or Roku, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever it is, laptop, you know, sit back and just let it roll. And I'm going to be showing you guys all this stuff because, let me tell you, I'm going to be sweating, man. It's a little hot in here, but I want to tell you my stories. Selena, of course, to us in Corpus, and there's a lot of stories I can tell you. There's a lot of things, and I have people in the family, aunts or aunt's exes of an ex-husband, and I have a lot of, you know, my cousin's mom that are people that personally knew Selena. Now, I was born in 98, so I never got to see all of this, but I'm saying they personally knew Selena, as in where they could go to Selena and Chris's house, Chris Pettis, her husband, and just go, and I mean, friends, not just some people you see on the street and you're like, hi, Selena. Personal friends that know the family, that know them, and could go into their house and be welcomed or this and that, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I found that really interesting because I found this out only a week ago. As well, for Corpus Christi, I know there's a lot of people that are in Canada and all that, and you know, and I understand, which is really awesome because they want to be like, I want to go visit her grave, and I'm the same with that. I want to go to Jim Morrison's grave. I want to go to this person's grave and pay my respects. John Belushi, you know, and so many people, and that's awesome that, you know, Selena is on their list of such, and they want to go visit her grave and the statue and stuff. My grandma, who passed away February 16th, it was last month. I miss her so much, man, but let me tell you, Selena's grave, it's a square. It's a square in all the cemetery. There's hundreds and hundreds of people buried there. And in this square, Selena is buried right there, and the ocean is over here. And there's a street, and there's another square cemetery. It's the same cemetery of the name, but just on another side, and that's where my grandma is, and my grandpa, and my cousin. Now, so to us, I could visit Selena's grave anytime. There's no, like, which is cool. I mean, which is something I know there's a lot of people like, I want to go visit her grave. I want to go visit, pay my respects. I could just go anytime, really, if I wanted to. If I really wanted to go to her grave and be like, oh, you know. But anyway, so I found that really interesting. And, of course, statue, and I know that gets a lot of tourism and blah, blah, blah. So good for the city. Makes the money. And plus paying the respects to the Queen of Tejano. So anyway, if you don't know, and I will tell you my mom's side of things before I start showing you the stuff, because let me tell you, the autograph, my, I guess I want to say my aunt's ex, I guess that's the way to put it. I'm not naming any names. I'm not going super into detail who it is or what it was, but I am going to say my aunt's ex-husband was friends with Selena, and he was doing duets with her near the final weeks or final months of her life. And my grandma owns a restaurant in Corpus Christi, Texas. She's passed, but now it's to my uncle, blah, 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 that's doing the restaurant. Anyway, before I get onto the autograph and show you the autograph, I'm going to tell you this, is that my family restaurant, Selena used to go in there, not like every day or, every daily customer, blah, 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 but I wouldn't even say frequently, but she went in there multiple times to get a bean taco, which I absolutely found that amazing, and I wish I could have told if I would have knew all this, I would have asked my grandma questions, and how was she, going in there, was she awesome, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so she wrote this autograph, and the strange thing is, and this is true, I'm not making this up, blah, 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 I ain't, because this is straight from the one who's doing the duets with her. The autograph I'm about to show you is actually, Selena signed it the night before her death. Now, it doesn't say the date or nothing like that, but he was working with her the night before she died. He got the autograph from her and gave it to my grandma. So this was autographed the night before she died, and I absolutely blew my mind. And I was like, Mom, what happens if it's one of the last autographs she's ever signed, if not the last autograph she ever signed? So that, to me, is very important. And I know some of my friends, I tell them, and they're like, sell it. And I'm like, no, it says to Miss Valdez. Who wants, to say that to Miss Valdez, unless your name's Miss Valdez, but I ain't selling this, man. Selena Los Dinos, and here it is. She actually signed it in pen, and it's laminated, of course, with this. I don't know if you could see it super well. You see the writing right there? I don't know, it's hard to tell. Now, I'm going to tell you, I wonder if you could see it like that. It's hard to see, and I don't know why she wrote... I don't know why she couldn't have wrote it up here or there, but she wrote it down in the darkest part. But it says right here, to Miss Valdez, and I can't really read that, but it says of love, so I'm assuming it's going to say lots of love, and then Selena and whatever that is right there. So that is the autograph, and that's the photo that they used. Again, I don't know. See right there, the signing? That's her autograph, which is absolutely amazing. And we just found that a few days ago, and my mom was like, she has an autograph, and I was like, well, find it. And out of a few days, we ended up finding it. So something I'm not gonna, I claim it, it's mine now. So Selena's autograph, man, that's absolutely amazing. I'm very happy for that, and very grateful. So to have that the night before she died, sign that, and then her always going into the restaurant to, and it's absolutely crazy. It's mind-blowing. And to Selena, she walking around Corpus Christi at the time, it's not like she was super, like, it's Selena, ooh, she's just a regular girl. She's a singer. She's in a band. She was popular elsewhere than Corpus Christi. And it's hard to, start up in your hometown to back you up. And, of course, after death, even huge and huger and huger, but she was popular in Mexico and in Houston more, and outside of Corpus she was huge to them, but to us she was just mind you, I wasn't alive at the time, but when my mom described, and from other people that described, she was just a girl, Selena, a woman, just minding, I could go to Walmart, I don't know if she went to Walmart at the time, I'm saying I could go to this store, I could go to that store, it's not like I need to hide, or now paparazzi following you. So it's just Corpus Christi, Texas. It wasn't so big. Which is good. She didn't have to live a hidden life. She could have just walked and gone anywhere, walked the streets, blah blah blah. So I'm sorry I keep on saying blah 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 all the time. As well, my mom used to work at La Quinta for over 26 years. She already retired a few years ago from La Quinta, but it's right across the street from the days in where she was shot, and my mom worked that day. Now, she wasn't working when Selena was shot, but my mom's friend works at that day in, and I think my mom said she worked at the cafeteria or something of the diner or something like that. Now, she did say that her friend did see Selena bleeding and running and going to the clerk and everything, so I was like, oh my God. I don't know how I want to know how that day was, and I'm not saying as in seeing her bleed or whatever. I'm saying, how was it that day? what was it, the feeling and the rushing and to the hospital. I mean, we're going back to 95 here, man, the middle of the 90s, and it's crazy. And then she knew she was going to get called into work. She was already scheduled, but she'd get called in early. She went in, and everything's going on, and there's news reporters going and say, can we film from the balcony? And they're doing all this, and I mean, it's absolutely crazy that she was part of all that. And lucky enough, get away to work a street away from a days into La Quinta. So I absolutely find that amazing that my mom wasn't there when she got shot, but called in. And then, of course, Yolanda, the girl that ended up killing Selena, was outside in the car having the gun to her head, blah, blah, blah. Whatever she was doing in the car and postponing or stalling. So anyway, this is the Selena doll, the original limited edition, right here. Pretty sure you can find this on Amazon and eBay. I looked it up. It's like $70, $80. Some of them are $200 or $100. But this is, I don't know when exactly, but yeah, to receive this exclusive Selena poster, only available in the... Okay. So people who buy this, or if this was the original one, because this is the 1996, this is 1995, what she wore at the Astrodome in Houston. This is the costume she wore, which it is in the Selena Museum. And in the back, there's photos of her, of course, Selena. As a true star, she shines and makes us love her elegant beauty and her musical talent. It says, to receive this exclusive Selena poster, only available in the USA, send this coupon and hologram in a check or money order for $3.95 to Q Productions, Corpus Christi, Texas. And that's where, it's where the Selena Memorial, the museum is Q Productions here in Corpus Christi. So I'm like, oh, no, you just, kind of bring it down on the Q Productions and get it. But I ain't gonna... Look, it's just the 3 photos that are right there. Do you really need that of a poster? Do you really, when it's just right there in the back of the box? Anyway. So that was the Selena doll. And then now we have a bunch of newspaper clippings. And all I'll say right now, and I'm not going to name any names, blah, 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 and I probably shouldn't say this. I really shouldn't. But all I'll say is the duets that my aunt's ex was doing, no one... It's now his personal records. As in, no one will ever get to hear what they were working on, what they were making, all the music that they made together, the duets that they did. He has them. And because he can, because then Selena's dad will end up taking them and not giving them credit and then making money off it, and he won't make any, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, so that's all I want to say for that. But yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't think I'll ever get to hear that music too, because I never get to really see him around. I know where he lives, but where my aunt's ex lives, but I saw him at my grandma's funeral, but he's not one of those I just go up to and like talk to, Anyway, so I showed you the autograph, I've showed you the doll. Let me show you some of the newspaper clippings as well. This one right here was just a little bit of a, I know it's hard to focus, I put the focus off, but the Selena, another thing. This one right here, como la flor. Let me get this one. Right there. This was April 9th. This was a week after she passed away. So around a week the next Sunday after she passed away. And then going in, you see a bunch of photos, blah, 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 of her and her family. So stuff like that. And there's still more newspaper I have to show you. So let me try to get this and not try to ruin the newspaper. This is all my grandma's newspaper that she kept. Saying goodbye. There you could see her in her casket. So that's Selena in her casket. Suspect portrait emerges. Police watching jailed Saldivar. So just a bunch of stuff like that, really. Kind of Selena, stuff, kind of the funeral Here it says cancel voting on 3 Selena memorials. Hotel employee might not testify. Right there. And Saldivar doesn't show her in that photo, but stuff like that. It's kind of more. I think this is my favorite one of the newspaper clippings. So this one, a special tribute to Selena, como la flor, and that like right there. I actually really love that. Absolutely a beautiful, stunning woman, isn't she? Very stunning woman. Adios, Selena. That was April 1995. And then there's so much more. There's a lot more newspapers that I just... Because my grandma had a lot of Pope newspapers as well, and it's all mixed together, so I'm like, it's so much to go. So Selena, sincerity, death will define legacy. So just more stuff, and that's her with Saldivar, her killer, who was the manager of her fan club. It's a tragic story. It is a very tragic story. Taken too early from us. The Queen of Tejano, never to be heard from again, especially even with those duet tapes that are out there. It's hard. It's a very hard pill to swallow. And, but 22 years. I'm 19, so it's kind of like, oh man, born 98, she passed 95, and it's absolutely amazing, isn't it? How time goes by, 22 years. Or just even over 20 years, 2 decades later, and her legacy still lives on. Isn't that something, right? Her legacy just lives on. Absolutely amazing. And then here is the Selena stamps. And if stuff from my mom is right, and my mom's friend, also my cousin's mom, if everything's right, if it is, I'm hoping I'm saying it right, because this is the only thing that I'm going to iffy on, but I believe her, of course. It's just like, she said this costume, and then she was like, oh, the brawl, but then she said this costume, and she's like, yeah, this costume I was telling you, that's the one she has. Because this costume right here that Selena's wearing, I know, if you've seen that photo before, that costume she's wearing, my cousin's mom actually has that costume. That's the one that knew her personally. So she does have stuff from Selena as well, and if that is, that's amazing. She still has that costume till today, if she does still have it. I mean, if she has that one, she does still have that costume. And I don't know if she plans on selling it. I don't know if she plans on keeping it. I don't know the deal with that. But still, it's amazing. And I really find it interesting that I'm surrounded by all these people that knew this woman. Her music is fantastic. And I don't understand Spanish, but I can still feel the emotion. What's that song called? No, I'm gonna mess this up right here. No quiero más, like no quiero más. That song right there, listen to it. No quiero más. I'll try to put links down below to her music, man. If you haven't heard of it, or just go to Selena. They were like, Selena Gomez, who the fuck is that? Selena. You gotta go to the original, man. The original Selena. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's all I have for you today. That is my special talk and tribute to Selena. I think she was a beautiful, very, very, very beautiful woman. A very talented voice. Taken too soon. All the cliche talk of like, oh, taken too soon, blah, 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 in a better place. Yes, she is. And let me tell you right now, again, watch her live videos, and even the film Selena with Jennifer Lopez and Edward James Olmos. Check it out. I mean, let me tell you guys, her story is heartbreaking. It's inspiring, a perfect role model in some sorts. Although I will say, what she was in front of the camera, of course, as a role model. But my mom did end up seeing her, and some people, I could tell some people won't believe me, but you have to experience. I understand that you're like, oh, you're just saying that to say that. Everything I've said today, I can't make this stuff up. I can't. This is my grandma's. A lot of this, the autograph. I mean, I'm from Corpus. I can't believe, if you were like in New York and you're like, oh yeah. I've never been to Corpus, but I knew that. I mean? Like, So I feel very humble to be part of this society and know Tejano, and now just more and more of it and more, and hearing it and the beats. And I've gone to dances and they play Selena and BIGD880912. I mean, it's so fun. It really is. She was perfect. She's so awesome. And 22 years, and her birthday is coming up April 16th as well. Kurt Cobain is April 5th of his death. That's crazy there. And then she was killed 2 days before her 3rd wedding anniversary, which is even a bigger pill to swallow, man. So much love to Chris Perez, much love to the family of Selena, the brother, the sister, father, yeah. But to the brother and sister and Chris Perez, much love, much love, much love. Keep it going. Keep the legacy running. Well, that's basically the only thing. I mean, my grandma left a legacy behind, and nobody will know that because only the people that knew her, only the people that were close to her will know that legacy. And that's something that's very important, is when you pass, even at a young age, you want to leave something behind. And that's something Selena, at 23 years old, left behind, was a legacy that is still alive to this day. And if she was still alive, boy, let me tell you, everybody would know who Selena is. No one would be like, Selena? Never heard of her, you know? Everyone would know. I forgot the last thing I was going to say. Oh yeah, my mom ended up telling me that she did see Selena get beat up one time by a girl because of an affair that was going on, or supposedly Selena was in an affair. And I understand, girls, you know, it's the 90s, you know, you got from guy to guy or whatever. I understand, you know, stuff goes on, you know, she's a woman, she can do what she wants, you know, do that, blah, blah, blah. But she was getting beat up by another girl, something like that. Crazy story. I guess something you don't hear every day. But so I a lot of interesting stories, but I think I kind of got most out of the way. And again, I really want to thank you. She is awesome, and I do plan on getting a tattoo, hopefully one day, of her, like a face portrait. And it's none of that. It's not like my whole life I was like, Selena, ooh yeah, you know. Nothing like that. Nah, I'm not. That's not. It's one more to honor, because I have a tattoo that says Squad. Look at that, Squad. I'm pretty sure I'm okay to get, you know, like if I got Squad, I could get a Selena face. Okay, I can. Or if I got, you know, that. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, yeah, come on. You know, I think I could get a Selena portrait if I want. So, that's most likely what I'm going to do. Salinas. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. And make sure to like, comment, share, and hit that subscribe button. Thank you again so much. Much love to Selena and the family. As always, keep safe. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.